Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. It's the FPL Pundit here, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the game week review for game week 11 and a Kneejerk, where we'll be reacting to game week 11 into game week 12 and seeing how things are going so far, what managers are doing, and what I'm going to be doing ahead of game week 12. So without further ado, if you're new to my channel, kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification icon so that anytime I post a new video you are going to be aware, guys. So let's jump straight into the video. Welcome back, guys. So now game week 11 is now over, and it was quite a game week. Many people did well, many people didn't do well, and I'm part of those people that didn't exactly do well. I got 41 points, just the same as last week point. Last week point the average point was 42, and this week the average point was 42 again. I got 42 last week, but I got 41 this time around, and the highest point so during last season too was around this same score, around 110 116 range. Before we look into how my team performed in game week 11, let's quickly look at how the game week 11 was generally and what managers have been doing so far. So we see that in game week 11 the highest point score 116, the average point was 42. About 9 million transfers were made, I think, which was I think this number of transfers is kind of higher than the last game week's transfer. So the most transferred in player this time around is a defender, which is Reece James. About 96,000 wildcards are used, and we see that every game week the number of wildcards being used keeps on reducing as a lot of more managers are using their wildcards. So now the most capped in the game for another game week straight is Mohamed Salah, and he was able to get one assist last game week. He didn't blank. This game week 2 he got another assist, and that's as far as it goes for Mohamed Salah. So he has blanked for 2 game weeks now in terms of goal scoring, but at least he's still able to give points to managers who captained him, which is kind of good. As if you look at other players in his price tag range, they have not really performed or done anything in those game weeks, except from Ronaldo, who scored in the last game week, but he didn't score against Manchester City during the derby match. As for the Kings of game week 11, now we see that the best performing goalkeeper is Watford's keeper Foster, scoring 11 points. The highest scoring defender was CANCELO, who scored 14 points. I think he was probably able to get a goal against Manchester United, or probably had 2 assists or something. I don't exactly know. I think it's probably 2 assists and the clean sheet. So Arnold got 12 points. Henry from Brentford got 10 points. Fornals, whom I've talked about sometime during my transfer tips video, scored 12 points. Gallagher scored 11 points. Now Gallagher is back again after I saw them 2 weeks ago, and he popped in the last game week. Now he has popped in this game week again, scoring 11 points. Hayden of Newcastle United scored 10 points. Torsad 10 points. Ashley Barnes got 10 points. Timu Puki, a striker, got 9 points, and Armstrong also got 9 points. Now, what did we notice from this Kings of the game week? We'd see that the premium players so far are not giving us what they are meant to give us. They are not giving us what we bought them for. We are seeing players who are priced less than 6 million, especially from the midfield down to the attack, are the ones that are getting those points. So now, why is this happening? What's going wrong? I will see that. I think now, if you look at it, Tottenham hasn't been informed. Manchester United as well hasn't been informed. So the only teams that have been informed are Chelsea, Manchester City, and Liverpool. And Liverpool have been trying. Yeah, they've been trying. You don't just expect them to score 4 goals or 5 goals every game week. And if you look at the case of Chelsea, the major players we had from Chelsea are the defenders and the attackers. That's I think Romelu Lukaku or Mount now, but Mount got injured after the game week where he scored an hat-trick, and Lukaku has been off for some game weeks now. I think 3 to 4 game weeks now we've not had Lukaku, and so that is kind of really why we're not seeing many managers getting high points, although many people are still getting high points. So let's quickly look at what managers have been doing so far ahead of game week 12, how they have been reacting to the game week. Now we see that the most transferred in player, top 5, we have Gallagher in number 1 position. The second most transferred in player is James. The third most transferred in player is CANCELO. A lot more managers keeps on transferring CANCELO, and we'll see that Smith Rowe is the 4th most transferred in player. A lot of managers now are looking into Arsenal players, and Livramento is the 5th most transferred in player. Now the top most transferred out player is Sanchez, the goalkeeper, whom I think is injured, and we see that a lot of more managers now are now transferring Alonso out. Looks like some managers have been holding Alonso, but I think now that Alonso seems to be injured, yes, he has an ankle injury, and that's going to be at least a month's time. And we see that Danny Ings as well is injured, so managers are transferring him out. And the last two players we have are Gray and Vardy, who are being transferred out. Now, Gray is not transferred out because he's injured or anything. Vardy is not transferred out because of anything. But I actually think it's because they have blanked in some few game weeks now. So that time that Gray was in form, a lot of managers went for him. Even Townsend, they went for Townsend. It won't be long before managers start transferring out Townsend as well. As you see that Everton has lost form. They haven't been really doing well for some game weeks now. Okay, so now let's move on to my team and see what really happened with me during the game week. So we see that I scored 41 points. The average point is 42. I said that before. Highest point score 116. Now my game week rank, I think this is about the same thing I got last game week, or I don't know, I'm not exactly sure. My game week rank is 4.6 million 39556, and that's my game week rank for this game week. And if you look at my overall points, I have my overall points is 605. My overall rank is 2.2 million. The total number of players are at 8.5 million right now, and so I'm not in top 1 million. I dropped from top 1 million since before the match Liverpool play against Manchester United. So since then I've been struggling to get back up, and a lot of wrong decisions, not captaining Salah, buying the wrong player has really affected me over the period of time. But this is Fantasy Premier League. You never back down until the last day. There's still much room and time for me to make it up back to where I want to be in the leaderboard. Okay, so moving on to my team, we see major points came from Guaita, James, Livramento, and some players from my midfield actually did well. If you look at it, if I had been able to get double points, I think that I might have been able to score really high. But none of my players got double points, except from actually none of my players got double points. So let's assess the players individually. So Guaita is just 6 points, so that means just clean sheet, no bonus points, and number of minutes played, that's appearance 2 points. Then James this time around conceded, but he got an assist and a yellow card and was still able to get up to 7 points. That means he got 3 bonus points and points for match appearance, and that is actually impressive coming from Reece James. Despite yellow card and they conceded, because of his assists, he was still able to get bonus points. That's really cool. Okay, so Livramento as well got 6 points. I think that should be for clean sheets. And you said that I will tell you that Livramento has been one of the players that has been be the box for the bank, or the bank for the box, or how did they put that saying? It's just very cheap, and thereby he has a total point now of 48 points, and he's just a 4.5 million defender, meaning he has been giving points. Look at it, from game week 8 down to this game week, he hasn't blanked. 6.9 points, 6.6 points. Southampton have been able to keep clean sheets in all these matches, and I think over this time it could have been even cool if one had gotten 2 Southampton players and 2 Chelsea defenders, to keep on having those points, rather than having this Brentford player that I have here as Pinnock. Probably I'll make a transfer out of I'll transfer out Pinnock and bring in another Southampton player. But let's just continue and see how it goes for the week. So Salah got just 1 assist. They conceded. He didn't do anything other than he didn't get points for bonus. No bonus points from them. They were beaten by West Ham 3-1. Chelsea as well drew the match. Son also drew his match. Tottenham against Everton and ended 0-0. And so moving on to Townsend, since I bought Townsend, still he hasn't done anything for me. Just 3 points. Loftus-Cheek was, like, I would say the wrongest buy of the previous game week, and that's just 1 point. And is the reason why I got Reece James late and why I missed out on Gallagher. I would have still had Gallagher by now. Okay, so let's move on to the attack. We see that Harry Kane, Jimenez, Antonio, 3 of them all blanked again this game week. Kane just 2 points, Jimenez just 2 points, Antonio just 2 points. Now Antonio has blanked for like 2 game weeks straight where they scored at least 3 goals in that particular match. The last match where they had up to 4 goals. This match against Liverpool, they had 3 goals, and Antonio didn't feature in any of the goal scoring activity. This is kind of giving me worries, as I might start thinking of transferring out Antonio away from my team. So if you let's look at the overall score sheets, overall results for the game week. So we see that Southampton beat Aston Villa 1-0 on Friday. Manchester City beat United 2-0 away from home. Brentford lost to Norwich. Chelsea 1-1. Crystal Palace won 2-0 against Wolves. Brighton Newcastle ended 1-1. And on Sunday, we see Arsenal was able to beat Watford just 1 goal. Everton against Spurs 0-0. Leeds against Leicester City 1-1. West Ham against Liverpool 3-2. Now, if you look at it, you see that many matches ended up with a draw. Like 2 matches on Sunday ended up with a draw. 2 matches on Saturday also ended up with a draw, and the highest scoring match was only the West Ham Liverpool match, where other matches throughout the game week ended with less than 3 goals. Now, yeah, less than 3 goals, and the only match that had up to 3 goals was Brentford Norwich, which is 2-1. Other matches ended with less than 3 goals, which is at least the maximum others had were 2 goals in their matches. So that's that about the fixture results. And if you look, let's look at how I am in other overall leagues. In the overall leagues, Chelsea League, I am 240,000. Nigeria League, I'm 63,000. Overall rank 2.2 million in the world, and I didn't really make it up in the leaderboard in the leagues I belong to. I kept on going down, except from some leagues, I think 1 or 2 leagues, where I ranked up higher. I passed some people, which if you look at it is still very low for me. Okay, so now that's about my game week review and reacting to the game week. I'd say I wasn't really disappointed this game week. Even if I was around the average points, I wasn't really disappointed this game week, because I know that there isn't much I could have done. It's just that if the likes of Son, Kane, and had been able to score and done something really wonderful. These players are not players that many managers have had. It will have really helped me. It will have helped me a lot in getting up higher. So that's that about game week review. Thanks for watching this video, guys. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about wildcard team selection for game week 12. So stay right on my channel, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.